purposeful living of an unexplained existence.
Yo, what's poppin' with the population, neighbors? It's your boy, Neighborhood Nature Boy. We back outside with it. Man. Today, I'm going to show you guys the process of one of my favorite all-time fruits on the planet. I don't care. I still have thousands of other fruits to try. This will never leave that top 3, top 2, number 1 spot. I promise. Like, no matter what fruit I try, this will not leave that spot. And today's fruit seeds that I've conjured up the past couple days and have been, you know what I mean, just taking care of them, nurturing them a little bit, is none other than, hopefully they don't blow away, but these beautiful, immaculate, I don't know if you can see it, but look, these grape seeds. We got them here, baby. We got it for cheese. And look, let me give y'all a little bit of game about grapes. This is like why grapes is one of my favorite fruits or foods of all time. Is because it's like you're having, because I love sweet food, right? So I'm not like a sweet connoisseur as far as cakes and all that, but I just love sweets, like stuff that are naturally sweet. And you know, grapes pass that test of being sweet, but extremely nutritional. You know what I'm saying? They're so good, they're so tasty, they're so juicy and sweet naturally, but yet they're so nutrient dense from not just the grapes, but the grape seeds. You know what I'm saying? I actually have an episode where I break down like how nutritional the grapes are and the seeds and everything. But listen, if you're not gonna plant the seeds, don't just throw away the seeds. You can eat the seeds. The seeds are great for you. You feel me? Like, that's where most of the nutrients is in the seeds. And most fruits, the seeds hold the most nutritional value. That's where all the nutrients are stored, in the seeds. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the next generation of the fruits, and it's the new coming of the fruit. It's the continuation of the fruit. You know what I'm saying? It's the seed, you dig? That's why, you know, I personally do not eat seedless fruits, because, you know, it doesn't really hold as much as the seeded, you dig? So, you know, if I can encourage you guys at all times, if you do happen to find seeded fruits in your area, wherever you live, try to opt for the seeded. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice that they're not very popular or they're not always available in your area, try to get the seeds and, you know, you grow them. This is what Neighborhood Growers Society is about. This is what it's for, you know what I'm saying? We don't do none of that seedless thing, fam, because that shit is GMO, fam. If it's seedless, we don't eat it unless there's no other option. But best believe, if it's seeded, we greet it. And this message, never let them miss. This is a big goal for me, which is to grow grapes. I'm so excited for this. I have started the process about a year ago trying to do that. Been inconsistent with it. The closest I got to getting grapes was probably getting a little small sprout, but you know, we're gonna get there, man. We're gonna be consistent with it. So yes, I got about, I say 15, this is like 20 grape seeds. The more seeds that you have, the greater chance of, you know, sprouting grapes and actually, you know, bearing fruit and all that stuff. So, you know, I got about 20 liable grapes, and like I said, you guys, try the water test. Don't just take them out the fruit and think you could plant them, which you probably can do that, but you know, we're trying to up the percentages of growing grapes or any fruit, period. So just take a jar or a cup or whatever, and I already know that they're liable because I've been giving them the viable test every single day, just to see, because I've been leaving them out. I haven't put them in a cloth, I haven't put them in the refrigerator. I've just been leaving them out and putting a little bit of water, and they have been good so far. They've been holding up. So I'm just gonna, for one good time's sake, before we put them in the dirt, just give them a little small liable test and just put some water in there. You dig? And whichever ones float is no good. Whichever ones sink are the ones you want to use. And like I said, we 20 for 20. You dig? Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, and this is at least a week outside of the grape. So, you know, a lot of people have different perspectives on how you treat the grapes and how do you do that. You got to put them in the cloth right away. You can't soak them. No. Listen, when you have grape seeds, what you want to do, you don't have to leave them out a week like I do. You take the grape seeds out, make sure there's no pulp or anything around it, and just throw them in the water for about 6 hours. Then you could put them in the cloth, put them in a dark place, or you could plant them, put them in the dirt. But you know, I haven't had time to actually put them in the dirt, so I just been keeping them in water, submerged in a little bit of water, and you know, in a dark place. You know, before we even start planting anything, gotta clean the yard a little bit real quick. So about to get to that real quick, and then we're gonna get to these motherfucking grapes. You heard? So yeah, in our yard, my people's yard, we have these mangoes, these small little mangoes that we don't really eat, and I juice them sometimes, but we really don't use them. They just go to waste in the yard, so don't think I'm just throwing away. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in Florida don't even really eat these either because they're very astringent and stringy and they get stuck in your teeth. But yeah, we don't really use these, so I'm about to throw them out and clean up the yard a little bit.
Come on, give me
and then we're gonna get started on these grapes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you're missing light, but that don't mean you stop shooting your shot. Okay, crossover, spin move, step back, step back, step back. Look at that follow through. Swisher, no sweets, you heard? Stop playing with him. Don't leave him open. Look at that. Swish. Lay, you know how to give you a lay. Ooh, look at that form. Ooh, Hezzy. Another bucket. Oh, pump fake, pump fake. Look, sometimes you miss, but that don't mean you stop shooting your shot. Because we always go, we don't miss 2 in a row. Look at that footwork. Half spin, Kobe fade away, Bean Bryant in the bucket, you heard? Yeah, do your dance, Nature, you heard? Alright, neighbors, now it's time to start mixing up this soil. First, I'm going to start off with that Vigoro garden soil. Remember, you don't need this. The main ingredients that the 2 main important ingredients for your soil should be manure of some sorts, whether it be cow or horse, and topsoil. Those are 2 main ingredients that you need. You know what I'm saying? Manure should emphasize on more because, you know, plants love manure, whether it be cow or horse. They love it. It's like it's a superfood for them, and it's a superfood because it has a lot of byproduct and nutrients that the animals did not use. You know what I'm saying? So emphasize on the manure, and you know, it's cheap, and or you could get it for free if you know somebody with a horse. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no more organic than get it straight from the horse. Poke your holes and then plant your seeds, neighbors. And also make sure your soil is nice and aerated, meaning nice and loose. You don't want your soil to be all tight and compact. You know, you want to give the seeds the greatest available chance to sprout, you know, and the roots to just maneuver through that soil. You don't have to make it too loose, but you know, not so tight, you dig? And also the greater the aeration, the greater the chance of the nutrients and the water that you're putting on the top of the dirt to touch the roots and etc.
Now, as you can see, we just planted the seeds, the grape seeds, and put them in their respective pots. You do not want to keep them in the sun baking for too long, especially if you live in South Florida, because, you know, they don't need that much sun. They need about 8 hours of sun, and that's it. You do want the temperature of the soil to stay around 70, 78 degrees. You don't want it to be too cold. You don't want it to be too hot. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty tedious task to go to handle, but we built for it, neighbors. Let's get it. Things like your melons and your grapes, you have to have patience and you have to be consistent with it. You have to show up. See, things like papayas, and you even name your soursop trees and stuff like that, a little bit easier to grow, but you know, melons and grapes and stuff of that nature are a little bit harder to grow. So you gotta take your time with it. You know, stop rushing, stop all this rushing and putting the timetable on these on the seeds. Just give it what it needs to your best ability, and sit back, relax, kick your feet up, and watch it grow to its best ability. You know what I'm saying? Give it love, light, and you know what I'm saying, give it your great energy. You feel me? And I promise you they will grow great. And you know what I'm saying, we gonna get some big grapes out of here. don't think young Nature ain't trying to fuck up his cuticles and all that. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying. So if you got gloves, use them. You feel me? This was like that point time. That was like that 0.% and the 99.9% that I don't use gloves. So you know what I'm saying. So if you got gloves, wear them. Don't think I'm just out here freeballing. But if you do, I don't care anyway. So. also it's good to, you know what I'm saying, put the hands to the dirt sometimes, you dig? You feel me? I usually don't wear gloves when it comes to small tasks, like when I'm just transporting, or just digging up, or what I'm saying, stuff like that. But yeah, man. So that's all you have to do with your grapes. The soil is pretty moist, so I'm just gonna give them a light sprinkle of water, and then I'm gonna put them in the sun for about an hour or two, where they're gonna get straight sun, and then I'm gonna put them in the shade. I'm gonna try to do these differently than I previously done, where I just put them outside, leave them outside. This time I'm going to, make sure that they're getting the best optimal chance to sprout, and not only sprout but bear fruit. Whatever fruit you want to know how to grow, put it in the comments, and you know what I'm saying, we're going to tap in with it, you dig? If you want to express some plant knowledge or knowledge on how to grow your own, tap in and we got you. Let's connect, man. Collaboration over separation. So it's your boy, Neighborhood Nature Boy. Like I said, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't already, follow your boy on all his socials at Neighborhood Nature Boy _ TikTok, Facebook fan base, and Instagram, and on Twitter, the Nature Boy Show, where I'm giving you them daily affirmations, man. Stay tuned for many, many more episodes, because you may never know. We may be out here outside in the field, getting to it, teaching the people, the youth, them how to grow their own. We may be chefing it up, cooking a raw or cooked dish. We may be going on an adventure, or showing you through the neighborhood, or we may be just dropping some wisdom on here. It's your boy, Neighborhood Nature Boy. Peace and love and light. Let's get it.